Ah. Y'all already know. Ain't gonna be no introductions. Let's get straight into it. You know, I wanted 30 points minimum if Tua was playing. All right, and y'all see, right? All right. I ain't a prophet or nothing. All right, but I told you I had a hunch the man was playing. I know some of my other fellow YouTubers were telling y'all otherwise. Namely, one in particular. All right, but the man played. All right, the man played. There's so many things going on through my head right now. Like, all right, there's so much I want to say, but I want to condense it in such a small space for y'all this evening, so y'all can get back to doing what you do on a Saturday night after the Dolphins get a W. All right, so let's just hand out rounds of applause. Y'all know it's something I do. After the game, we hand out rounds of applause for whoever balled out, okay? First and foremost, I'm going to go ahead and put one out for Tua's second half. The man he didn't ball out in the second half, but he did what he needed to do. The man had close for the whole game to 300 yards passing. That first drive coming out the half with that no huddle, going down the field, beautiful pass to the Gesicki. He got the job done. First half wasn't so good, but the thumb, you could see that there was a problem. Some of the passes were inaccurate, especially on third down. We weren't able to get in the rhythm, but he fought through adversity. All right, he looked about as bad without taking as many sacks as the Denver game in the first half. Second half, he comes out, looks like a different quarterback, got his rhythm, did what he needed to do. Round of applause for you, Devontae Parker, Gesicki, even to an extent, Jakeem Grant, on the jet sweeps. I'll give y'all a round of applause for that. The jet sweeps for Jakeem Grant kind of redeemed himself for the blunder of a drop pass that Tua had that was going to be right. It wasn't in the bucket. It was right here, but y'all know, right here, you got to catch it, okay? Right here, you got to catch it. I know it's not here, okay? But right here, you've got to catch the ball. You got to catch it. I was a wide receiver myself. If it touches your hands, you got to catch it, all right? It's got to be a catch. Anyway, he redeemed himself on the jet sweeps, did what he needed to do. Tough guy, too, man. Real tough. Yeah, definitely. Devontae Parker just showed up, and he did what he was supposed to do. Gesicki balled out. Plain and simple. Y'all seen that? He caught the ball. It could have been a 1 yard loss. Shook the dude. Come here. Shook the other dude. And they went down. I'm like, okay. I ain't never seen him do that, shaking guys like that. I see him try to hurdle guys, but I ain't never seen him try to juke a guy or nothing. I liked it. Anyway, moving on. All right. I'm going to save the best for last. To me, it's the best round of applause to me anyway. X. This ain't the one, though. X, though. Dog. They was throwing at my man early in the game. He was letting us some catches. I'm like, all right, now, y'all done had y'all little fun. He done gave y'all, he gonna give you. All right, don't be trying that man. Next thing you know, the man just throws it deep. Brandon Allen, like, he throws it deep like he doesn't know who X is. Don't do that. Like, are you crazy? Anyway, X, let me get that. Got him, all right. 8 picks on the season. The man's a beast. Put him in the Pro Bowl. First team All-Pro as well. Got to be in the top 30 when it comes to the top 100 NFL players. The man deserves his respect. Needs to be a 90 plus on Madden, by the way. This 87 garbage and no superstar trait is killing me, all right? And I know ain't a lot of y'all Madden fans on here, but hey, The man needs to get his respect everywhere at this point. The man's a beast. All right. Next up, defensive line, linebackers. Honestly, the whole defense. I know it was 6+ sacks that we got this week. Ridiculous getting after the quarterback. Ridiculous shutting down the run for the most part. All right, we really shut down the run, shut down the pass. Couldn't do nothing. They couldn't do much. They had one crazy play, and I'm gonna put that one on Byron Jones for taking the wrong angle to try to even make the tackle and letting this guy get all the way down the field. Boyd all the way down the field on a 70-some yard touchdown. But that's it. They ain't do nothing else pretty much all game. We shut them down. We did what we needed to do. Defensively wise, I'm satisfied with what I seen to go against the Chiefs. Offensively, not so much. Anyway, we'll keep it moving. The last person I want to give a round of applause to right now is our head coach, Brian Flores. The man coaches up a bunch of dogs on the team, and the man is a dog himself. All right, so let's talk about the big elephant in the room. All right, these two scuffles that happened in the game. One in particular involving Jakeem Grant twice, okay? So the guy, all right, let's get the first one out the way. X gets into a little shoving match, I will call it, all right, with, I believe it was Boyd. And they kicked both of them out for a little fisticuffs fight. Like, that wasn't even anything major. Don't even know why it had to go to New York. Because New York, it seems like it's a lot of softies in the office in New York. Like, no. Like, come on. You can't throw them out of the game for barely throwing a punch at each other. Like, I get it. You throw a punch, you out. But they didn't have to throw them out for that one. Just give them the penalties, and that's it. Like, that one didn't make no sense. But now these other two plays, you know, that caused the fight. Because it was really the two plays that caused the fight, all right? Those were warranted. Those ejections, they're warranted, all right? Jakeem Grant is standing back there, as you all know. He doesn't call a fair catch. He's a daredevil. We've seen him do it before and get away with it, all right? He gets hit. They call unnecessary roughness. The guy kind of lowered his head. He got there right as the ball was getting there, lowered the crown of his helmet. Hits Jakeem. I know Jakeem's a little guy, so he felt like he had to get low to get him. And they call a penalty. No big deal. Nothing wrong there yet. Now, that second one, the very next time, there is a punt to us. Jakeem's back there. Number 80's coming down again. Cracks Jakeem before the ball even gets there. All right? So, the first time, you let it slide. You know, could have been, you know, he mistimed it and he didn't know what to do else, so he hit Jakeem. The second time, oh, no, it's premeditated. Oh, we got a problem. All right, now, I'm not saying that AD is a dirty player. I'm not saying that he was out there to hurt Jakeem or anything like that. But if you're a Dolphin, you got to protect your guy, one. Two, you feeling like he's headhunting at this point. Whether he is or not, you're feeling like it. I love how we responded. One, my dog Jakeem and Parker are best friends on the team. Love that Jakeem. I mean, not Jakeem. I love that Devontae went out there, had the man back, threw some. I see. He threw some hands. He threw some hands. He deserved his ejection, and I'm sure he'll gladly pay that fine. Hollins, he was out there too. They threw a punch at 36. Hey, it is what it is. He's out of there. Coach, why he got the round of applause in the first place. You don't see many coaches, all right? It's only a few coaches that's going to leave the sideline and head to the other sideline and talk junk to a player. It ain't a lot of those coaches out there. We happen to have ourselves one, and I'm so happy about that. Our head coach got off his sideline to go talk junk to the other side for what they did to Jakeem. If you won't run through a brick wall for this coach here, you won't run through a brick wall for nobody. I'm 1,000% sure he gained more respect than he already had in that locker room for the way he stood up for his football team. I appreciate that about Coach. I love that about Coach. We got that W today, 19-7. But what else did we get? All right, we got something bigger than a W today. All right, the W is great. But what we got is a mentality and an identity that you ain't going to push us over, and we ain't a bunch of soft dudes over here. You come through with the foolishness, the goon going to come out, and we going to smack you around a little bit. And that's how we're going to do it. If we got to get taken out the game, it is what it is. We're going to have each other back, and you ain't going to push us over. Oh, I'm all for it. Like, if you know anything about your boy, I'm all for that. Or I'm for it. Big time. I love what we did today in regards to that. Now, when it comes to the overall game, it's a tale of two halves. First half, we couldn't get nothing done on offense. Defensively, we did about as well as you could do outside of one drive. In the second half, defense ramped it up. Offense ramped it up. We ended up doing whatever we wanted. Now, red zone offense, there was a couple times we got down there and Tua didn't deliver. Whether it was play call, whether it was inaccurate passing, we've got to clean that stuff up because next week, 19 points ain't going to be enough. Plain and simple. Now, this game is its own game. Next week is its own game. I understand that. 19 points ain't going to be enough. We got to execute. I'm sure in practice this week, they'll do what they need to do to find a way to make sure things happen. I love the way we got the ball into our playmakers' hands. After the first couple drives where we were holding on to the ball too long, waiting for things to develop out downfield, we decided to go more quick passing, which is what they need to do at Tua. And then when you're able to do certain things like run the ball, which Miles Gaston, I'm glad you're back, bro. I'm glad you're back. I can't give you a round of applause because you fumbled. But, man, if you didn't fumble, you would have got the round of applause. I'm glad you're back. The man, he's good. All right? We got a good running back right there. And he's got real good lower body strength and balance. And that's what you need to be a really good running back to make people miss, even as a small dude, which he is. Love that he's back. We're able to run the ball. We can do some play action. We can hold on to the ball a little longer. And then we could, get downfield, which Tua has the ability, once again, to throw downfield. I don't want people thinking that he does not. He can. He just can't wait too long to do it, all right? He needs to be able to see it and throw it downfield, and he can still deliver a 50-yard in-the-air pass. He just can't do the 70s, all right? I'll holler at y'all in the next one, all right? But before I go, there's a person that won the last subscriber giveaway that I cannot get in touch with to hand them their money, okay? I don't know if they think I'm scamming. I don't know what it is, all right? So what we're going to do on Tuesday is while I have a special video playing on Tuesday, we're also going to do a second raffle off to get somebody this $50 that they were supposed to win for the 500 subscriber giveaway. Now, this person is at this point disqualified. We're moving on with somebody else. If you want the money, you have to have one of these things, okay? Cash App, Zelle, Venmo, or Venmo, whatever they call it, PayPal. You don't have one of those four things, I'm unfortunately going to have to move on to somebody else. I can't give you the money. You've got to be able to receive the money to enter into the contest. Like, I don't understand how that works. Anyway, why people would enter in without knowing how they'll get the prize. Maybe I need to do a better job of explaining now, so I'm explaining it now. Please have yourself a Cash App, a Zelle, a Venmo, or a PayPal so you can get this $50. And I'm going to do a drawing on Tuesday to find out who the winner is. I'll holler at y'all in the next one. Fins up. Let's go. Woo. Gotta love the team, man.